Hey nerds, JerBear here. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you just watched the June 2020 update. And if you didn't and you're just here, cool. This is going to be, this is going to be the schedule, right, for our channel here moving forward, starting today being June 1st until, well, whenever I decide to make some tweaks to it, honestly. And that's one of the things I wanted to do since kickstarting this channel back up was to have a set schedule because it makes things easier. I know when to record, when to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I've kind of already been doing this, but I think what I did here recently, I fine-tuned it to my own liking, and hopefully you guys enjoy this as well. So far, it's been daily reactions, daily gameplay, daily content, which is great. It's really cool to do, but I wanted to make it to where you knew, depending on what day of the week it was, what you're going to be watching, technically, as I stumble over my words. I stayed up a couple nights ago and just compiled the different types of requests I get, the different types of videos I watch, the different type of stuff that I play, and the type of content I like recording, and broke that down and put them into their own slots on a calendar. And this is what we came up with, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I have it up here on screen for me to read, and I'll pull up screenshots and stuff so you can see as well of the calendar. And at the end of this video, I will also show off what the entire month of June looks like, what we have planned. Obviously, it's subject to change, but what we have planned so far. So first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Like, for real. Daily content's gonna stay the same. Guaranteed 2 videos a day, right? 1 reaction video starting at 10 a.m. and then 1 gameplay video starting at 2 p.m. And of course, that's gonna be Eastern time. And that way, those videos, if there is multiple that day, they don't run into each other by any chance. Along with that, if something happens, like breaking news, or maybe a trailer is dropped out of the blue, or something's announced, that'll take precedence over what else is going on. I'll try to work in the same content, but if you see something extra and it's out of the ordinary, out of the norm for the weekly schedule you're about to see, it's just because it just happened in that moment, and I was like, yo, we need to do this right now. So here's the schedule. We're going to kick things off with the beginning of the week being Monday. Monday is going to be random videos. Nothing catchy there with the title. It can be anything. This can come from my request pool. This can come from a random video I saw. Maybe it's on my favorite YouTuber's channel. Maybe it's on a small YouTuber's channel. Regardless, we're going to react to it on Mondays. As for Tuesdays, we have, well, Tuesday trailers or Trailer Tuesday, whichever order you want to put that in. That'll cover games, TV shows, and movies. So if one of those things drop a trailer, or maybe a brand new game is showing off their gameplay, or maybe a brand new blockbuster Marvel movies coming out, we'll watch the trailer. Or maybe if a TV show is going into their 7th and finale season, we'll watch that trailer on Tuesdays. It's not subject to 1 video. If there's a game and a movie trailer I want to do that day, you could get 2 for the reaction side of it. But that's what we're doing on Tuesdays, is going to be trailers. Wednesdays. Wednesdays for the reaction side of things will be our Versus playlist that we have been doing so far on Wednesdays. I think we had a full Versus week. It's hump day. It's the middle of the work week. Why not showcase a Versus video? So whatever I pick, right, in these things, Jerry gets the opposite. And we're fighting over that title. It's just what happens, right? If I get 3 predictions right in a row, I get that title. If I lose, whatever. You guys get the gist of it. Jerry is just, he's had that title since like April 5th. And it's ridiculous, and I want it. So we'll watch over that. We'll fight over the title. We'll predict stuff from like Bat in the Sun, Death Battle. Maybe it's a fan film thing. Maybe it's just something, people fighting one another to determine who wins. 1v1 competitions. We're taking predictions, guessing. That will be on Wednesdays. As for the gameplay side of things, I mentioned this in the June update. We're going to tackle something that I've always wanted to do that is new to me because I have no experience in it. And I'm not a journalist. I'm not somebody who analyzes stuff too much when it, you know, for the sake of reviewing. But I do want to review video games. And I think the first review that we'll do will probably God of War, just because I have it in my phone. I've had a review in my phone since 2018. It's short, sweet, to the point. I just want to go over how I felt about it. If it's worth playing, we'll give it a rating, probably out of a 10 scale, and just kind of go from there with it. I think it'd be something cool to do on a weekly basis on Wednesdays. Will be reviews. Thursdays is for Thursday tributes, which, just like those videos that we get a bunch of requests on, like the Vampire Diaries and the originals, are just tribute videos. The compilations with the song over that normally gets copyright hit anyways, this could be Marvel, it could be Star Wars, it could be Harry Potter, it could be Shameless, it could be something like the Vampire Diaries. regardless, these are things that have been requested that are tributes that we'll cover. And the first one being this week on the 4th is Halo, the Lone Wolf trailer thing. And we'll watch that tribute, and we'll do that on a weekly basis as well. Friday, for the reaction side of thing, is Fan Film Friday. This was a recommendation by a viewer. I am so sorry, I cannot find that comment anywhere. I think you also recommended Force Fridays. If you watch this, please comment and let me know so I can give you credit for this. And I was like, well, I don't want to just limit it to Star Wars videos and have Force Fridays. Why not just have Fan Film Fridays? And we'll watch fan films on Fridays. The first one on the 5th being a Kenobi fan film by Jamie Costa, which was really, really good. And I can't wait for you all to see it, to watch the reaction, have the watch along, the review, etc. So yeah, that's what we'll do on Fridays. For the gameplay side, will be Boss Fight Fridays. We're just going to showcase a boss fight in a game I've played. It could be Kingdom Hearts, it could be God of War, it could be whatever. If there's a boss fight, mini boss fight, main boss fight, we will show those on a weekly basis on Fridays. Saturdays, the weekend. I think we're going to keep our course here with the majority of the requests. Now, everything else that I've mentioned, they get requests other than the trailers. I mean, I've gotten some of those, but still, the heavy amount of requests for the shows, for those fan-made tributes, the ones that you guys recommend a ton of, those will be on the weekend. And maybe throughout the week as well. Like I said, we could see it 3 or 4 times, but on the weekend is going to be the main focus, so we can cover some other things throughout the week. So that's going to be that strictly from the request pool. Again, if you are a subscriber, you have a higher chance of getting your video reacted to sooner than the other ones. And sometimes there'll be multiple videos. For the gameplay side of it on Saturdays, to wrap up the week, essentially, we're going to do Clip of the Week. So we'll have Clip of the Week, probably from the stream. Maybe it's from a gameplay. Maybe it's a nice diva bomb that I did in a game of Overwatch. Or maybe it was a rage moment in a game I was playing on Twitch. So on Saturdays, we'll have Clip of the Week. To wrap everything up on Sundays, we will have, again, the request. So no change there. Sunday comics. Right? We'll keep up probably with the You Laugh, You Lose challenges. I don't know for how much longer because they are honestly boring. And I think I've mastered the skill of not laughing. And a lot of those videos, it just doesn't, they're not entertaining. I can blankly stare at the screen for 12 minutes, and I don't think that's bringing enjoyment to anybody. We've watched 11 of these so far. We should have one coming up on next Sunday. Spoiler alert, 11-0. We haven't laughed at a single video. There's only been one that got close to getting us. I think number 10 actually got taken down from a 14-second clip of a song. It was removed altogether off YouTube. So we may switch to just funny videos and watch those so we can laugh and I can actually enjoy something. And then lastly, the gameplay on Sundays will be Shoutcast Sundays. What that is, if you don't know what shoutcasting is, it's something that is a term in esports casting, right? So if you're watching, I grew up and when in my teenage years playing competitive Halo, playing in front of people, having people cast my games. So I was in that, and I watched a ton of MLG. I remember watching Straight Rippin' win the 2008 championships. I remember watching clips of Final Boss winning the Halo 2 championships. Triggers Down, Believe the Hype, teams like that, and the shoutcasting with Sundance D. Giovanni and Chris Puckett and those guys shoutcasting their asses off. It's basically getting into that voice, the hopping on board here with such and such, doing the thing here in a 1v1 situation. Going into that, most of the time I do it live, like in the moment, or I may go back and watch a clip, or I might just pull from some of the bigger people and shoutcast their games. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens, but that'll be on a weekly basis on Sunday. I've had a folder full of these videos for a long time. I did it a bunch during the Overwatch Struggle Fest thing. I just shoutcasted some of the games. So yeah, hopefully you guys will get a kick out of that because I have a blast doing it. And yeah, that is our schedule. That is the schedule for this channel that we're going to stick to. Here is the entire month of June is up on screen. You may have been wondering or asking yourself the question of, where's the gameplay for those other days you didn't mention? Let's Plays will be dropped all throughout the week. Like episodes will just be dropped. So here is the schedule for June. It is subject to change. There's obviously the Final Fantasy Let's Play is missing from this so far, but that's what we have planned. And yeah, guys, that's it. I'm going to leave this up. You can observe it. You can pause it. You can check out what videos are coming up, what requests. Maybe you see a video on there you requested that you may see in the near future. And if you see asterisks next to something, that just means we haven't filled in the spot yet. All this is subject to change. And I'm going to go ahead and put the end screen up in just a second. The top right-hand corner, if you didn't watch it, will be that June 2020 update. The bottom right-hand corner will be the All Reacts playlist. Top left-hand corner is the sub button, and below that is all of the socials. And as always, check back for gameplays, commentaries, news, and updates. Later, nerds.